How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I tried the 120 Hz PS5 update for the first time, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. Now, this 120 Hz update came out a while ago, but there were some glitches with the PlayStation 5 itself. You need to go into screen and video and make sure that it says enable 120 Hz output. Make sure that setting is on automatic if you turned it off previously. Now, these first few games are going to be before the patch, and I kind of want to explain a couple of things that I noticed and exactly how that's going to affect the game in general. So I kind of wanted to lead into this first clip, kind of showing you what's going on here. The pitcher's stamina is completely lowered. This is a 3-inning event game, and I want you to take a look at this clip right here. It's tough to tell, but in real time, the game itself is almost lagging a little bit. There are a few frames that are missing. If you notice, once Corbin Burns kind of takes his hand out of the glove, he almost has a little hitch in his motion. And I've used Corbin Burns for the entire game cycle so far, and he doesn't normally do this. The patch itself is going to help with the frame rate and the clarity of frames. Each frame is going to transition into the next one in a much more fluid manner. And now that the game is working properly with this compatibility, I think it's incredible, because you were not really able to get into a game. There were a lot of freezes. You were kind of getting stuck at certain menu screens. The game was just not functioning properly. Once you turned it off, the game still works. I mean, here we're playing in our last game before the patch. Now I have activated the 120 Hz setting, so we're going to see if we can notice a difference, and this is going to affect the game the most at major league stadiums. It's going to help give you an advantage as well if you're playing against someone on the PlayStation 4, because there is going to be a little bit of an input delay. The frames will not be moving as fast as they are for PlayStation 5 users now. And I can tell right away, just the fluidness of the way the game is playing, I can clearly notice a difference. Here we're going to play at majority of different major league parks, and sometimes the game would kind of glitch in the middle of the pitch, if that makes sense, and it's just a few frames that are dropped or a few frames that are skipping. But in a game that's based purely off of timing and kind of how you move the PCI towards the baseball with your timing of the swing button, I think that this is the best thing we've ever seen. And no, I'm not going to hit every single pitch out for a home run. I have done pretty well this year before the patch, and I'm noticing that I'm probably going to do a little bit better with this most recent patch. And I'm excited about it. I think it just makes MLB The Show that much better. Let me know if you guys have noticed a difference. Let me know if you've even tried that 120 Hz setting. But I think it's probably the best thing you could do right now in terms of gameplay, in terms of getting the most enjoyment out of this game. And honestly, when I tried out this update, the first couple of batters, I was kind of just watching the pitch, watching the pitcher, trying to see if I could notice anything different. So I was a little bit late right away, but I feel like I'm making some adjustments here. We're going to hit quite a few homers. We're going to try and play at a variety of stadiums, created stadiums, minor league parks, major league parks, just to get a small sample size and determine a few of these differences, right? Obviously, I've only played about 10 to 12 games on this brand new patch, and I've played them all today. I didn't get into any freeze-offs. I've really only had like 2 or 3 freeze-offs this entire year, and I've quit out of those. But I did not, have any problems loading up a game. I didn't have any problems with, lag or any input delay, kind of anything. Loading screens, any type of desync, nothing. This was really awesome. Take a look at this swing here. I thought this was kind of interesting. Before the patch, I'm not sure if I'm hitting this out. I have with a few batters, but I was talking about that specific situation. I felt like I would have been a little bit late with 60 Hertz or 60 frames per second. But I also, I need to upgrade my monitor. There are a few things I can do to try and help with, I guess, the quality of this game and the quality of life. But I wanted to kind of put my thoughts out there and some things that I noticed right away. There have been, a few situations where, like I mentioned earlier, where in the middle of the pitch, as the ball pixel is coming towards home plate, it kind of freezes or kind of glitches out. And I have talked a little bit about that before, But if that happens in like a critical situation, you might drop the PCI, you might miss the ball completely. And I feel like this game update, this patch, would really help with those little things. And it is a little bit about the little things here in this game. You want to try and, take as many variables out and take as much randomness out of this game as possible. And I think that with an update like this, that is exactly what it's doing. I think that this is awesome that the developers have kind of put this out there once the game was already released. I don't know if this was in the plans. I don't think they talked about it. I didn't notice anything like this in the tech test. I'm not 100% sure though. But honestly, I'm having a ton of fun with this game. I haven't played any other games since MLB The Show was released, and I'm having a ton of fun. I've played just about each and every event all the way through, and that's part of the reason why I'm probably not going to make it into the World Series division this time around, or at least in this first season. I've been having a ton of fun playing the different modes in this game, testing out different lineups, playing with different squads, building different teams in this event, and that's usually what I do anyway. I like playing the shortened games. I can play a lot more of them. I can get a sample size and gameplay with the variety of hitters, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I know I don't include a ton of pitching highlights, but I have paralleled Corbin Burns to the 5th tier. I think he's the best pitcher in the game. I have not used Randy Johnson. I have not used Mike Mussina all that much. Mussina I did try out at least for a few innings in this event. Randy Johnson has not made a start for me, but I think I'm going to use him in the brand new season of Ranked that's coming out tomorrow. I'm excited to see who they're going to reveal later on or tomorrow morning. I think we're going to have Vinny Castilla, as I mentioned in my previous video. Check that one out if you haven't already. I also include some gameplay that is also before the patch. This is the only gameplay so far that I've played post-patch with the setting on of 120 hertz set to automatic. Definitely a game changer, I would say. But we're going to finish up this video playing at a variety of pro ballparks here. I want to say other people were trying this out in the event as well, because it just seemed to me like I was matching up in more Major League ballparks than usual. And I noticed that a lot of Xbox players were also playing at Major League ballparks, because I think they were trying to take a little bit of that advantage of having the 120 frames or 120 hertz activated when other people could not have it activated. I'm not 100% sure, but those are just things that I was thinking about. I wanted to try and include as much information as possible in this video, and I feel like I did that pretty well. But ultimately, we have a couple more wins to get in this event, narrowing it down to those final few victories in order to earn the 20-pack bundle, those event rewind packs, of course the Wade Boggs and the Johnny Bench cards. I'm going to probably keep those guys just because I don't know when we're going to get another one of these event rewind packs. And that's another thing I wanted to mention. I kind of like to wait till the end of the video to include some tips as well for the people that watch the entire thing. I think those event rewind pack cards are going to go up in price significantly, because that might be the only time those specific cards are featured in the event rewind pack. The next time we get them might have players like Wade Boggs, Johnny Bench, and the cards that are released over time leading up to the next time we get one of those event rewind packs. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm College Lefty, and peace out.